Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna discuss the final episode of Imouto wa Kawaii 2. So this one is basically about the sister and the older brother Shindou, who happens to be living together in a family affair secret. Now they're not actually, from what I've seen and what I've read on the synopsis of this show, it's basically two step siblings. They're not like blood related or anything. No, they're not. They happens to be two step siblings from previous marriages, and the parents and they happen to be living alone. In this scene, we see that she wakes him up in a maid, not really a maid, more like a nurse's outfit. I'm not going to lie, I would love to be one day be woken up by my lady or by my wife to be in either in a nurse's outfit or in a maid's outfit. Not gonna lie, that would turn me the hell on. But anyways, so she wakes him up because apparently he was feeling sick. I think so. But then all of a sudden he just got this fucking Senkai boost to want to just hunch on her. Let's just go with that. And she was even a willing participant in this at this point, and they ended up doing all kinds of freaky ass shit, my guy. Not gonna lie, that was crazy. And the things they were even doing it on the damn train. The goddamn train scene was crazy. And mind y'all, they were the only two. That's the crazy and surprising part. It's not like there were people and they were like they were minding their own business. Oh, wait, never mind. There were people. It was just like shadow figures. And they were all minding their own business. That's wild. After he comes home from work, it looks like this was like about I would say 5 years later. And he's actually working at what it looks like a firm because he's in a suit. So he either works at an office or works for the government, whichever one could be. But anyways, he comes home and then he gets surprised by his well, I would say now wife, because it look like they're living together, but I don't see a ring, so I would say they're probably common law. So she tells him, hey, how was your day? How was work? Would you like to have dinner? And she surprises him in the most erotic way possible. She has like this apron with nothing underneath. That is insane. I would love to be treated like that one day, to come home to a loving wife with an apron on and nothing underneath. That's crazy. But anyways, I think this was actually wholesome, to say the least. And what I enjoy the most about this show is the animation. It's very clean, fairly clean. I'm thankful that Mary Jane took over this, actually, because it makes sense. And I've actually read the manga, and the manga, no, I don't know why, but manga seems to be a bit more extensive and more detailed with their chapters. I think, and this is just doesn't only go for anime. This also goes for anime too. Like, I was reading a Dragon Ball Super manga. The Zamasu arc was insane, and it was so extensive and so detailed, but it was also so gruesome that they had to omit some of the scenes. Just like any anime, some of this stuff is very detailed and some of this stuff is very, high quality shit, but they had to omit it because, I guess they had their reasons. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you guys think. Have a good one and peace out. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to please make sure to look out for the Manketsu Happening series, which I'm gonna do very soon. So look out for that.